This video is sponsored by Factor. What's the secret behind a wrestler getting slammed on a pile of thumbtacks? Is the barbed wire WWE uses real barbed wire? And how does a wrestler spray green mist from their mouth? Hey guys, my name's Maven and I used to be a WWE wrestler, and in this video, I'm gonna share those secrets and many more. First, let's talk about thumbtacks, and the secret to those, it's right in this bag. When a wrestling match needs to go extreme, these are the thumbtacks that they use. And you want to know what the secret is? Well, there is no secret. These are 100% legit, no bend metal thumbtacks. When they hit your body, that sharp edge is going to penetrate your skin. So, how does a wrestler land on these without risking serious injury? Well, there are a few tricks to the trade. The main one being, in a thumbtack spot, you're gonna wanna make sure it's done within the ring. Reason being, the ring does provide a slight amount of give to it. If you threw the thumbtacks on a hardwood floor, concrete, or any hard surface, there's gonna be no give. And not only the force of the bump is going to hurt your back, but it's just going to drive these little suckers deeper and deeper into your skin. The ring provides a slight amount of forgiveness. Second, if your match calls for a thumbtack spot, you're going to want to take the bump to your back. Trust me, over a broader area, it's going to disperse the pain way better, and you do not want to risk these going into your eye or any of the soft tissue into your face. So if you got to take thumbtacks, make sure you're taking a back bump. And finally, the last secret to taking the thumbtacks is, it's actually not as bad as you think. I do remember when Randy Orton had to fall on thumbtacks. He told me after the match, because I was curious, I said, what did the thumbtacks feel like? And he told me not that bad. In fact, he said the worst part about it was the taking them out process. Once he took the bump on the thumbtacks, his whole body took the bump, and when you disperse pain over a larger area, it's just way better than if you take one at a time. But I know you, I know exactly what you're saying. Maven, what gives you the qualification to talk about taking a bump on thumbtacks? Well, stick around to the end of the video and you will see me take a bump on these very thumbtacks. Now, this next secret is one I experienced firsthand early in my WWE career, and that is going through the commentary table. Now, for this one, there actually is a secret, and the WWE, they take extensive steps to keep you from seeing it. During my time, whenever they had an announcer or commentary table spot planned later in the event, the production staff would actually jam and shove a crash pad to the back of the table before the guests even came into the arena. And the announcers had to sit the entire show, probably with their legs a little cramped, but they did it, and you would never be none the wiser. That way, when the spot came, when the monitors were removed, when the announcers scattered, it was open season for whoever had the ill fate to be slammed on the table. But it's actually, in my opinion, a better and easier bump than one in the ring. The only thing you had to worry about is if something sharp or if maybe there was something left on the table that might jab you. That was the only thing that you had to worry about. But again, these guys, they're pros. They know when the spot's coming, remove everything from the table. And in fact, the announcers, they'll help in this. While they won't move a monitor, but they might grab anything else on the table just to lessen the risk of any unwanted injury. Now, I know it's different in today's WWE. Technology provides better ways and easier methods of doing things. Rather than having a crash pad shoved under the table the entire show, now they have an inflatable air mattress that they can inflate and deflate whenever they need it. And that provides a better illusion for you, the viewer. Because once the wrestler lands and he's safely on the ground and your attention is somewhere else, they can deflate the bag and the announce table appears to be touching the floor. Now, here's a secret I get asked all the time. Maven, how do you save time and money while maintaining a nutritious diet? It's Factor. Yes, Factor. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals straight to you. Two of my personal favorites are the creamy pesto pork chops and the Romano shredded chicken. What I love about it is that these are meals I would never be able to make on my own, but in just 2 minutes, I can have chef-quality, Maven-approved, wonderful dinners, all in the convenience of my own home. But those are just two of my favorites, and the truth is, Factor offers so many varieties, there's something for everybody, and I promise you'll never get bored. Plus, I got a special offer just for you. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50MAVEN to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Next, we're going to talk about another extreme item, barbed wire. And like the thumbtacks, this barbed wire is 100% real. But unlike the thumbtacks, there is a bit of a trick to this, and I'm going to show you. And again, I stress, do not attempt any of this at home. Barbed wire, it's a tough material to handle, and I promise you, it will spring up and catch you if you're not careful. Just let me be the idiot. Okay, here's the secret. Now, barbed wire is a material, a very tough material, that's designed with these barbs to keep cattle in a certain location, so you know from the jump. It's a sturdy, tough material that's designed to withstand the elements. So how do people wrestle a barbed wire match without getting their entire body ripped up? Here's the first secret that you hope production takes care of long before you step in this ring. You want to take these barbs and have them nipped off. Simply by nipping off that much of the metal can help a ton. Now, once your barbs are cut, the barbed wire, although not 100% safe, I'm still not hesitant on grabbing it. I can manipulate it, I can move it, and I'm not even looking at it, but I know there's a far less chance of it cutting me. However, you are hoping the production staff is not done prepping this for your match. Once the barbs are cut, then you hope they take another tool and fold them. Just an extra added bit of security. I know that risk still exists. I know it's still going to be a dangerous match, and I know that I'm going to leave with cuts, but I'm 1,000% safer going into a match with barbed wire like this than like that. And with this spread across a ring, you, the fans, are none the wiser. Next on the list is unique to my career. I would find myself in a love triangle storyline between myself, Tajiri, and Tori Wilson. And during this storyline, I broke my leg for real. The WWE, wanting to continue the storyline, would have me the following week in a hospital, a real hospital. As Tori and I were advancing our relationship, Tajiri would make an unsurprised, unsolicited, and unwanted visit, drag me out of bed, position my leg, my broken leg, in a door jamb, and violently slam it shut. But how did he do this without doing further damage to an already hurt leg? Well, the trick, it's actually a trick on your eyes. The trick would involve a little bit of mathematics, a lot of preparation, and timing and execution. By placing a sturdy, solid block in the jamb of the door, measuring out how much room my leg needed, and just planning and shutting slowly over and over, we finally figured out the place where once Tajiri placed me on the floor, me selling, I had full trust that once he slammed the door, it was not going to hit my leg in any way. But that's where I would be wrong. When we practiced shutting the door, we never did it too hard. We put my leg where it needed to be. We measured up where the block needed to be in the top, and we just didn't take into account a little bit more force, a little bit more strength in the door slam. And I'm not saying it hurt me anymore, but by the door hitting me and pushing on my already broken leg ever so slightly, it just sent a jolt through my body, but did me no further damage. I mean, hell, I already had a broken leg. They weren't gonna break it anymore. One of the most devastating moments in the WWE is when a wrestler gets hit with a center block. But what is the secret? Let me show you. This is what a WWE replica center block might look like. It is made from a proprietary mix of blended and foam plaster. This makes it 100% safe to use, lightweight, and can look like it's doing damage while doing no damage whatsoever. Upon closer inspection, you would have to work as a mason to recognize that this is not the real thing. I mean, it looks the part, but once you pick it up, you realize it's just a fraction of the weight from the real thing. But I know you. I know what you want, and I know what you want to know. Does it hurt or not? Well, I guess that's what I'm here for. Again, the things I do for you, YouTube.
I thought it was gonna be a lot.
Hey, it hurt more than I thought. I'm dead serious. I might gig myself with that. Being a YouTuber. Now, after taking a few shots to the dome with this, it honestly hurt a little bit more than I was prepared for. However, I survived. If I was hit with a real piece of cement, I would be laid out. I would have a concussion, if not dead. So this, although the pain did shock me a tiny bit, I'm 100% safe. This is definitely the way to go if putting together a wrestling match that needs a center block or cement. Next, I'm going to show you the secret behind the green mist. For decades, wrestlers have incapacitated their opponents with a quick spray to the face. But what's the secret, and where's the mist come from? While spraying green mist never fit my move set, I was fortunate enough to be in the WWE with guys like Tajiri. And the green mist was a staple of his character. To temporarily discombobulate and incapacitate the sight of your opponent, you actually only need 3 very simple items. 1, you need a balloon. 2, some regular water. And 3, and the most important thing, you need food coloring. And it's pretty simple when you think about it. The first thing you're gonna wanna do, just to make it easier, is to go ahead and add some food coloring into your water. And remember, you want this to be green, so put enough. Once you have your green water completely mixed up, then you're going to want to add your balloon. The hardest part about this is actually tying the balloon once you get the water into it. Put the balloon over the top. Just fill it up about yay. Now that you have your mist capsule made, to be honest with you, that's only part one. And part two is much more difficult. Once your mist capsule is made, now you need to get it to the ring and you need to get it in your mouth at the right time, undetected, without anyone seeing. And to be honest with you, I and other people, we don't know where Tajiri hit it, and we don't know how he got it in his mouth at the right time. Did he have it in his mouth the whole match? Did he have it in his waistband? Did one of the referees have it? And did he plan ahead and have two in case one would bust open? I have absolutely no idea, even to this day, how Tajiri did it. Now, there is one fun fact that I know to be 100% true. I verified it, and that is sometimes Tajiri wouldn't use a balloon. In fact, he would use a condom, 100%. Exact same process, just different pre-store purchase. But what does it look like in action? Of course, I'm gonna show you. Well, now it's time. I said in the beginning I was gonna take a bump on those thumbtacks, and a man's only as good as his word. Okay, I said I was gonna do it. Now I'm paying up. Guys, I'm gonna take a bump on these thumbtacks just for you. And remember, this is for educational, entertainment purposes only. I've said it, sometimes you just have to embrace the suck. Oh gosh, they got in my ass. They got in my ass. It's hurting more now than it did when I first took the bump. It's definitely not something that's fun, but I think we have proven thumbtacks in wrestling is the one thing you truly cannot fake. Sometimes you just have to know something is gonna suck. You have to embrace that, and you just gotta go out and do your job. I'm not in the WWE anymore. I'm not wrestling on a big stage anymore, but I do enjoy teaching wrestling fans what the business is like. Now, I'm ready to get these thumbtacks out of me.